I'm going ahead and doing a CAD delete since waiting for parts, waiting for the new piston rings to come in. I have replaced this unit once. I had repaired the vacuum lines once right after we first bought the truck, and I completely replaced the vacuum lines back when I rebuilt the transmission, the transfer case, and the vacuum lines melted and need to be replaced again. So originally, I had bought some 3/16 stainless steel tubing. I was going to replace it with that, and I just kind of decided to do this. It is not my favorite setup. I really hate doing bushings like this, so it'll be two washers, this nut, two washers. But all the prefab bushings I've got were too long, and I just really didn't feel like setting up any of my tooling to get a clean, straight cut. So we've got 3/8 pipe to go in the large end where the vacuum diaphragm used to be. The small end where the sensor was, I drilled out 7/16 because that's what you drill it to for a quarter-inch pipe. So quarter-inch NPT, you drill a 7/16 hole. It's 3/8. It's actually a grade 8 bolt, cut down. I put a taper. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. I know English. A little bit of a taper on this end, and it'll kind of seat in there. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to sandwich in between, hold itself in place. I know a lot of guys use air tubing or they stack rubber O-rings, things like that. Not really keen on that. If you don't use the right type of rubber, if you're not sure, not all rubber is oil resistant or oil safe. So if you use the wrong kind of rubber in there, all it's going to do is deteriorate, break down, and then get chunks of rubber in places that you don't want it. I really wanted to put a copper crush washer into this one, but I don't have any that are the right OD to just kind of slide in. They'd all have to be modified, and just don't really feel like grinding away at a washer to make it fit. Let's see here. Well, that's the general layout. I will put this one in last, set the quarter-inch first, slide on my pin spacer and fork in there, then tighten that one down. And everything should be pretty well reasonably done. I already installed the TJ switch, and I built an extended wiring harness. Let's see, the truck's out, helper here. Truck's open. Look, there's a pile of vacuum lines. So this is where the original plug comes down, comes over, comes in. You see it? Yep. Got a couple of weather packs just out of the supply bin and hooked it from there. Rough measured what I needed, ran the lines, put it in some wire looming. You can kind of see it follows the brake line, goes outside the frame rail, across under where the cab floor just starts, and then crosses back over to help avoid any of the exhaust. And then put the other weather pack on the sensor end. I know some people were complaining that the weather packs had to be slotted for the I guess for the key and the plug. They needed to be cut. None of mine did. Like I had 3 or 4 two-prong weather packs just hanging around, and they were all perfectly slotted. So I don't know what people were doing. Maybe it's different manufacturer, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna put all that back together, and hopefully one less problem. I would like to in the future put a. I think I want to go to like 488 gears and get some type of limited slip for the front. I have a limited slip in the back. What is it, a power track or track lock or whatever they're calling it these days? But I really want to get one for the front. And I figure when I do that, I'll just go ahead and uh, do the one-piece axle shaft. Since I'll be getting a carrier, it won't matter that I need to switch stuff over to 35 spline and it'll be good to go. So just a quick one. There we are.